Here we go. Wow. All right, man. We are just 2 days away. Two is the magic number of the 2023 NFL season. This is the week of football. The road to the prestigious Lombardi starts this week. What team will be crowned Super Bowl champion? We'll find out in February who will be the champion of the NFL. Raiders. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we are live and coming to you from the YouTube sports community, man. We are your favorite podcast on Tuesday. We are the Real Sports Podcast, and welcome to another episode of sports to talk about, man. We're gonna talk some NFL. We're gonna go NFL heavy. We're gonna go NFL heavy today, man. NFL heavy. As the part and also the podcast panel, they are going to predict the very first game of the season between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions, man. And at the end of the show, we got an NBA trivia showdown as the red hot Real Sports NBA trivia champion. He is the undisputed champion, Wall Street. He is putting one of his championship belts on the line against the Deuce. The Deuce, can Wall Street continue his dominance as the most winningest NBA trivia champion? Or can the Deuce pull off an upset and dethrone the champ? Find out right here, ladies and gentlemen, on the Sports Podcast. So much for being here with us on this Tuesday night, wherever in the world you may be. Make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter, aka X, and join our sports group on Facebook, the Real Sports Group. Also, man, if you want to be a guest on the show, simply go to realsports.com, realsports.com, and come talk some sports with the best goddamn podcast panel on YouTube. And speaking of royalty, allow me to introduce you guys to some kings, a group of kings right here. They are my boys. They are the Sports Podcast panel. What's happening, baby? What's poppin', baby? 504 is in the building. My man. He represents who that? The gold and black. They are the New Orleans, one time an undefeated Super Bowl champion, the New Orleans Saints. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, sir, baby. He is the flyest man in the land. You already know. GC's in the building.
You gotta keep it that way at all times. You know what I'm saying?
All time, baby.
I gotta outdo my man on his wedding day. I'm sorry it gotta be like that, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It's all good. He ahead of me right
now. GC is in the building. Duval, what up, Duval? Saxonville. I'm telling you, man, if they don't like it, they can just chill with it. The AFC. Always, baby. The AFC South Division champions defending that crown this year. The Jacksonville Jaguars. It is Rockstar Rock. My man. Rockstar Rock is in the building. Oh, the jewelry store. That's what I call him, the jewelry store. Jacob the Jewelry. The jewelry store. Representing Blitzburg, the Steel City. And he represents the 6-time Super Bowl champion, the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is the HBCU expert himself. It's the Deuce.
Yes, sir.
It's a good day to be on.
Sojo, where you at, man? Trying to get that itch that only 49ers can scratch, bro. I'm telling you. Trying to get that itch, bro.
Coming at you, Sojo. Bobby Weed, Sojo. All right, man. We got the president of the group, the president of the Real to Sports group, the commissioner of the Fantasy Football League. Yes, sir. He represents a 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders, and the Black Hole. He is Oklahoma State's alumni. My man, it is Young Mark.
Hey, man, as the old saying goes, I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. Deuce has been on vacation. I haven't talked any junk about the Steelers. I think I might be out of the curse. Finally, the curse may have been lifted. Let's go. This is time for football season, baby.
Yes, sir. You got to love it, baby. You got to love it. Last but not least, man, represent America's team. We the boys down there in the AT&T Stadium. They are the 5-time Super Bowl champion, the Dallas Cowboys. This man is the undisputed Real Sports trivia champion, Mr. Two-Belt himself. I'm talking about the red hot. Do not cross the street. It is Wall Street.
What's going on, people? Cowboy Nation, we used to this. It's lonely up here at the top. You know what I'm saying? It's lonely being the two-belt holder. You know what I'm saying, host?
No doubt, baby.
I'm on the early street. I don't. It's hard to get something you ain't had in about 20
And the
years.
jewelry store right there. Go to that.
We got it, man. We got it.
What up, Philly G?
Philly G.
Philly G. John Stove.
Whoa.
What up, nephew?
What up, John Stove? Stove. All right, man. We're going to get this show started. Got to get this show started here, man. We got a very special episode of, I know you guys usually see him on Saturdays, but he's on here today, man. We got Young Mark. He's going to give us some of that good old news on the Mark.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports podcast.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We're back. On the Mark is back on its original home. Sports to talk about on a Tuesday, covering college football. We are officially back in the best time of the year, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Normally, on the Real to Sports podcast, the saying is, it's a great day to be Duke. Today, we're going to remix it. It's a great day to be T-Rock. Oh my God, did T-Rock have one hell of a weekend in college football. We're going to start Sunday night where his Seminoles laid a beat down on Brian Kelly and the Tigers of LSU. Brian Kelly said before the game, and I quote, "We're going to beat the heck out of FSU." No, you're not. FSU won the game. Final score was 45-24. It was really 45-17. LSU scored a jump touchdown in the late part of the game. They had no chance, but I gotta admit, I texted T-Rod during that game. I was like, I've been hearing a lot of hype about Florida State. Are they for real? Jordan Travis showed me he for real. That man was slicing and dicing LSU's defense. The SEC team that's become known as DBU, they had no answer for any of Florida State's wide receivers, and they were just scoring at will, especially in the fourth quarter. They outscored LSU 21-7. So Florida State had that big win. We go forward to the next night, Monday night, and T-Rock's weekend got even better because, my oh my, the mighty have fallen. The Clemson Tigers came to Durham, North Carolina, the 919, my hometown, and got the brakes beat off of them by the Duke Blue Devils. Duke won that game 28-7. It was really a lopsided game, to tell you the truth, despite the relatively low score by college standards. Clemson just couldn't get out of their own way, man. They fumbled the ball twice within the 5-yard line, shanked the field goal, had a couple of field goals blocked. Clay Kovnick did not look too comfortable on the new Garrett Riley offense. So Clemson went into that game ranked number 9 in the country, and they now fall into 21st in the newest AP poll. And that was Duke's first win against the AP top 10 ranked team since they beat Clemson back in the late 80s. So shout out to Duke. They're not just a basketball school; they play football too. All right. So one of the things that I love about college football is that any given Saturday, any team can win. It's a lot of upsets that tend to happen in this game, and we had a couple of them Sunday. We're going to get to the big one in just a second, don't you worry. But a very similar story to the one that Deion Sanders told at Colorado happened in the state of Texas. Texas State, the Bobcats, went into Baylor and beat the Baylor Bears, final score of 42-31. They just dominated that game, outscoring Baylor most of the game. Baylor did not have a lead at any point during that game. Quarterback T.J. Finley, who used to be at LSU and Auburn, he finished the game 22-30, 298 yards and 3 touchdowns. Now I mentioned Deion Sanders in Colorado because Texas State had the 3rd most addition of transfer portal players in the FBS. They were 3rd, and number 1 was Colorado. And speaking of Colorado, man, oh man, a lot of people wake up shocked. Colorado wins in Coach Prime's FBS debut. They beat the national runner-up TCU 45-42. This was one hell of a game. Really, if you have a chance, I suggest going on YouTube and trying to watch that joint. It was a back-and-forth slugfest the entire time. Shedeur Sanders, man, welcome to the big-time college football, my man. In his debut for Colorado, Shedeur set a Colorado school record by throwing for 510 yards. He went 38 of 47 and had 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. He and Travis Hunter carried their connection from Jackson State on over to Colorado, and they handled TCU pretty good. TCU's quarterback Chandler Morris, who was the starting quarterback for TCU last year before he got hurt, he finished the game 24-42. He had 2 red zone interceptions, and that last one really cost TCU. The fans in the student section were begging for him to throw it at Travis Hunter, saying that he was overrated. Chandler took the bait. Travis got the pick. And Travis Hunter became the first player in over 20 years to have 100 receiving yards and an interception all in the same game. So I'm going to let y'all take a guess who the other person was to do that. Here's a hint. He played for the Raiders.
Seawood, baby.
Went down. Baylor went down. The Big 12 overall. One of the best weekend for us, but hey, we got another chance to get back at it. Because in week 2, we got Texas going to Tuscaloosa to take on the Crimson Tide of Alabama. And I got hope that Quinn Ewers and Steve Sarkisian can finish the job this year and advantage that 20-19 loss they suffered a year ago. So, if you're a long... Come on, ho. Come on, even you got to admit, man, y'all ain't got Bryce Young, y'all ain't got Will Anderson. Come on now. Y'all got a running back playing quarterback. Come on now.
Running back.
To wrap things up, if you're a long-time viewer on the mark, you know each week I try to give you one crazy out there stat that just blows your mind that took place in the world of college football. So for this week, to kick things off, I have a question for you, gentlemen. How many push-ups can you do at one time?
I know it ain't as many as the Oregon do.
Is that you really want to answer to that?
I know I'm not as strong as the duck. Let me tell you
How many
that.
who?
Hey, DC and Deuce, they're kind of hitting at it. So the reason I asked that question is because in college football, there's a tradition where the mascot of the team will do push-ups on the sideline after the team has scored a touchdown. This weekend, Oregon opened up their season, and they opened up a can of whoop ass on the Portland State Vikings. Before I tell you the final score of the game, just know the mascot from Oregon had to do 546 push-ups during this football game. The reason why is because Oregon won the game with a final score of 81-7.
That's
They put up 81 points on their opponent
81?
and handily won the game. Yes, sir. Quarterback Bo Nix, formerly of Auburn, he had 3 touchdowns. The backup quarterback had a touchdown. It was
Why
ugly
they let
from
that
the
game
get-go.
happen like that?
So
Damn.
to wrap things up, my question for you gentlemen is this. Would you rather be on the receiving end of an 81-7 beatdown, or would you rather have to do 546 push-ups?
Beat down.
546 push-ups. You're not beating me.
I find a way to do 500 push. I do them push-ups in sets.
I'll start a fight before you score 81 on me.
That's some
Yeah.
close quarters. Yeah.
We'll clear the benches before you score 81.
I can't.
I mean,
That's,
I
Expecting that
Deuce, no, I've been on one side of the spectrum already. So I mean, you give me that 81-7. I ain't gonna lie to you.
no, I'm saying, well, I can't do no push-ups. All right, yeah.
That's a lot of push-ups.
That's a lot of push-ups, bro. That's like Coach Carter.
Yeah, that's
So,
exactly
Coach, what I got to do to get back on the team?
You don't want to know the answer to that.
You don't want to know that.
You don't know the answer to that.
You don't want to know that. I can't do it.
And I mean, if you look at it, that team kind of had no chance anyway. So I mean,
He
they
was
knew
still
they were gonna
short.
score.
His teammates had to help do the push-ups.
Yeah, word. Y'all can't say go help
Yeah,
me.
man.
Shit, I
Hey,
can't.
college football is back, and I'm happy to have it.
Yes,
I
sir.
can't wait for week 2, man. We got some big games. Utah's going to Baylor. Nebraska's going to Colorado. So
Mm-hmm.
gonna be some good quality matchups to look forward to. But since I have my HBCU expert here, host, if you don't mind, a question for
Yes,
Deuce.
sir. Yes, sir.
Because Deuce has followed Jackson State extensively for I don't know how long. Him being our reigning expert. Did nobody else watch film on Jackson State over the last couple of years to see this coming? Because surprisingly, Nebraska's favored by 1.5 points over Colorado.
Apparently, we don't play real football down this way. We just produce Hall of Famers for year after year. Just dominated the ranks of football and produced some of your favorite players. Apparently, it's not real football. Even though Shedeur came out and said the only difference is the defensive line gets off the ball. That's literally it. But I digress. And I'll say this: I'm glad you threw me a little lob, Mark, because you tried to get me. You tried to start with T-Rock and how it's a good day to be a Seminole and all that. But it's still a good day to be Deuce for 2 reasons. Number one, shout out to TJ Finley of Ponchatoula High School, right down the road. Actually, Hammond High, Hammond alumni. Actually, our rival school. So that kid,
95, baby.
that's how we breed him down here. And number two, you can't find a SWAC school or an HBCU that ever gave up 500 yards to Shedeur Sanders. And he walked in week 1 and put up 510 on the reigning runner-up in the college football playoff. So keep all that talk about how we don't play real football and how it's easy and a cakewalk down here. Nobody has given up 510 yards to that kid.
That's facts.
Talk to him.
Talk.
From now on, that's how you talk.
HBCUs, it's a lot of athletes out there.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
That showed
HBCUs
on Saturday. On Saturday, it showed TCU ain't got the athletes they thought they had because, he was making all the right reads. Every pass was the pass he was supposed to make. You know what I'm saying? Like, watching that game, because, we was doing the show.
And we forget that, he was playing high school football in that same city. You know what I mean? So what better way to come back home than to light up and go for 5-10, break the school record, and walk out with a dub.
Like
He was
that.
bred to be a ball player, man.
Like that.
Ball player on any level.
Like that.
That's On the Mark for week 1. Host, back to you.
Yes, sir.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
Football is in the air. It's in the air. It is in the air. Live chat is popping. Oh, Skino. What's up, Skino?
What's up?
Skino.
That's a rare appearance in this street. That's a rare
What's up,
appearance
Playboy?
right there, boy. There she go. Oh, you never late, baby.
It's strong.
Never late, baby. Never late. Never late. Never late. From Philly, but my second city lit Clemson up last night. Off for Riley Leonard. Riley Leonard. Oh, you're talking about Duke. Oh, that's right. 50
Yeah,
G's.
this quarterback from Duke.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, Marcus
Yes,
is
sir.
like a hate, man. Marcus, a hater, a bandwagoner, but he's a fan in the end.
Alabama, sir.
All right, man. Well, we got some NFL, brief NFL discussion coming from the podcast panel. So. All right, podcast panel, man. Just a quick question. And here it is here, man. Which team will have the biggest turnaround in 2000? Well, which NFL team will have the biggest turnaround in 2023? Let's start with Rockstar Rock up in Jacksonville. Who you think, man, will have the biggest turnaround this season? Oh,
Team-
before you
the team I look-
before you go there, I'm sorry. Jeffrey, I'm not going to mess his name up, last name. He picked the Jets. Maurice Jones-Drew, he picked the Chicago Bears. Mark Ross, Cleveland Browns. David Carr, New England Patriots. And Kevin Patra, New Orleans Saints.
Somebody smart.
But Rockstar Rock, out of your expertise, man, who do you think will have the biggest turnaround in the 2023 NFL season?
The team I look to have a big turnaround this season. I believe it's honestly, I probably would have to say New Orleans, given the fact that they finally got a signal caller and a guy that they've been missing. Outside of them, I would say also the Commanders, if they can get by them having a new regime, the fans starting to come out and support the team more. The culture is different. When you have a good culture wins help you win games in the NFL. So I can see them having a big turnaround as well.
Okay. So you said the Commanders and the Saints. Okay, Commanders and the Saints. All right, G. He put your Saints on blast. So who you got, man? Who's gonna have the biggest turnaround this season?
Well, my team might catch you by surprise, but it's actually the team with all the rings down there. You know what I'm saying? I figure when you don't have to wait 5 weeks dealing with Mitchell Trubisky, Pickett is looking great. Mike Tomlin's not gonna let us down. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be in there. They got the best defensive player. Yeah, they got the best safety sitting back there. You know what college you went to. I ain't gonna say it because everybody already knows. But shout out to Mika Fitzpatrick sitting back there holding that defense down.
Mika's a headhunter.
Yeah, and they got Joey Porter. They got the tackle from Georgia who's nice. They got the tight end from Georgia as well. Once he gets in, forget about it. So I'm looking at the Steelers with a keen eye right now.
Okay. Pittsburgh, the GC said the Pittsburgh. Oh, I'm sorry, the 6-time Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, Mark, who you got, man? The biggest. Who's gonna have the biggest turnaround this year, man?
DC, Deuce, Wall Street, Coast, C-Rock, Billy G. I know you out there watching. I'm prepared to be yanked off the stage. But you already know who I'm going with, man. I'm going with Tampa Bay. I'm picking Tampa Bay to turn it around.
Whoa.
Baker Mayfield's gonna get them right.
G took off, yo.
Hey, it's all good. Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans gonna be all right. They're gonna turn
Okay.
Tampa Bay around, and
I can see
I
Mike
really
Evans.
think they're gonna be in contention for that NFC South title this year.
Okay. I can definitely see Mike Evans getting off. But who's gonna give him the ball?
Baker.
Hey. Anything's
You know what?
possible.
You know, Mark, you talk a lot of talk, but I ain't see you got neither one of them guys in fantasy. But I did see you got 2 Saints players, though. I noticed. No,
Hey,
don't think I
for the record, sir, for the record, the Saints player I wanted more than anybody else was stolen from me by my arch nemesis in football. So best believe Derek Carr would have been on my team. I'll even give up Josh Allen for him.
It don't matter. You still drafted 2 Saints. Not one. You drafted 2 Saints players. But you ain't draft Baker Mayfield. You ain't draft Mike Evans. I'm sad. Just know I take notes, Mark. Just know I'm watching.
Okay. What Champ? Who you got, Champ?
I'm rolling with Chicago. I got Chicago. They went 3-14 last year. Brought in DJ Moore. Their leading receiver was Cole Kmet. They tight end only had 544 yards. So I'm looking for DJ Moore. They brought him in. I'm looking for that to open up things. Cause I like their receiving core. They got, Darnell Mooney. I like Claiborne. I don't like him being my number 1 receiver, but I like him being probably my 3rd receiver. DJ Moore being the first one. Y'all talked about Khalil Herbert earlier, the running back. So I look for them to take a step forward offensively. They can't be much worse defensively. They was ranked 29th in the league in defense. So they're going to take some steps up there. They only had 20 sacks all season. They was 31st in sacks. So I look for them to take a step up there too. You can't be much worse. So if you add all that in, the coach, I just look for them to take some steps. I look for, and Justin Fields, I look for them to make that next jump. They went 3-14. I could look at them winning maybe 7 games this year. You know what I mean? 7 games, something like that. But if Justin do what I think he can do, then maybe even win 8 games. That division is winnable. That division is winnable. Outside of Minnesota, who you gonna fear really? They got a young Jordan Love in there. So I'm looking at Chicago to make that jump, man. It's always a team that out of the playoffs this year and in the playoffs the next year. So I'm looking for them to maybe not be in the playoffs, but be right there on the doorsteps.
I can see that, man, because now Justin Fields has weapons now.
Yeah,
man, DJ Moore is just he's a good receiver. He's definitely going to be he can actually
top
be a
10
dog.
receiver in the league.
Yeah,
Top
he
10.
can be that dog. Like
Probably the lower end of 10.
That's not bad of a pick there. It's not bad of a pick. Out of all the picks I heard, I'm really interested. I know, Mark. I'm really interested in what Pittsburgh got going on. Pittsburgh is such a well-disciplined team, so I would want to see what they got going. But I'm looking.
I mean, but how much big of a turnaround are they gonna make? They were just outside the playoffs.
Yeah, they're right outside the playoffs.
They're gonna win 13, 14 games this year. Is that what you're saying, Deuce?
Right.
I mean, not Deuce, but G. Is that what you're saying?
12. They only won 9. They went 9-8 last year, but
that's a
they
big jump.
Yeah.
It is.
They went 9-8 and they waited 5 weeks for Trubisky. Like, come on now.
You start off the year 1-6 and finish 9-8. I think you figured something out. Maybe some code or something.
True. But I'm looking for the surges of Kenny Pickett. I mean, the guy got all the talent in the world to do it. I mean, I know Mark. I know Mark can't stand it.
No, I'm refraining from talking anything negative about Pittsburgh until week 3. I
Okay.
can't afford to be cursed.
I mean, I
I
think
got you.
Pickett. I think Pickett. You think he's gonna make a bigger jump than Justin Fields will in the second year? I think
he
Justin
should.
Fields got more room.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But I think Pickett got a better system. Got a better system than him.
He may, I don't know how the system gonna look with DJ Moore in there now, though. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. But he got Najee.
Justin
Najee's
Fields'
beast.
system is built for him, though.
He got Najee in the backfield, bro. Najee nice. But me personally, I'm looking at the Cleveland.
I'm not the biggest Najee fan as y'all seem to be out there, man. I just don't see all that. He's the top 10 back in the league, you think? I don't see him being the top 10 back in the league.
I don't see him top.
He's tough. No,
Respectfully.
hold on. Yeah, Najee in the top 10. Y'all. I don't know. Yeah, Najee in the top 10.
I'm gonna have to make my running back list.
I tell you this, Wall Street, it better not be one in blue and silver on that list.
You know I'm taking Pollard over Najee every day of the week. You already know this.
Crazy.
You know this.
Nah.
Yeah. He ain't explosive as Pollard is.
Najee tough. He a tough back.
Wait
there.
He didn't get traded. He's still with the Bucks, Ms. Jones.
That's just because Zeke had the contract. You'll see this year.
You'll
see this year.
That's a quarterback excuse, not a running back excuse.
Hey man, that's the owner's excuse. That's Jerry Jones calling down saying put Zeke in there. That's what that is.
Stay off the weed and street you on that weed.
I'm trying to. Hey, man, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. What Najee rushed for last year? Mark, what Najee rushed for?
Najee has the most carries and yards by anybody.
I want to see what he ran for and see what my boy ran for, splitting time with Zeke.
Hey, Street Skino said Baltimore.
B more. That's a good one. With your boy coming.
They was outside the playoffs too, though.
But your boy was injured. Your boy was injured a lot of games.
True.
You know what I mean?
So
like
okay.
And they added Zay Flowers. They added some weapons also.
Yeah. They should.
It's impressive to see what they can do when Lamar goes down. Bring
absolutely.
Huntley.
I like that. That's a good one.
I can appreciate
that was a good one. Snoop wasn't a bad quarterback. He wasn't bad.
No.
He wasn't bad.
Yeah, but he ain't no Lamar. He damn sure ain't no Lamar.
I ain't close.
I'm
looking at the Cleveland Browns, man, and Deshaun. I think the Cleveland Browns should make some noise.
Deshaun done fell off my radar a little bit. He didn't play football something like in damn forever to me.
That's what's going to make it more special.
Yeah. I need to see it again.
Yeah, Cleveland's defense is pretty talented. Of course, led by Myles Garrett. I see something.
Mark. I hear you laughing and giggling over there.
That AFC North is going to be tough. To me, that's the toughest division in the league right now. Besides the AFC East, AFC East and the
NFC East
AFC
going to be
North.
tough.
Huh?
The NFC East going to be a slobber knocker.
Well, there's only really two teams contending in that.
Well, I disagree with that this year, host. I disagree with that. I think the Giants gonna be much better, and I know the Commanders are gonna be much better.
Yeah, but it's gonna be the Eagles, man. The Eagles.
Now, host, now you messing up now.
Every team in y'all division was 500 last year, though, right?
Yeah, I mean we had 3 teams make the playoffs in that division last year.
That's true.
The Giants made it.
I'm talking about.
Do you want to answer your question, sir?
Yeah, man. Go ahead and let these guys know the answer, Mark.
So between Streets, Tony Pollard, and Deuce's Najee Harris, one running back finished with 1,034 yards. The other running back finished with 1,007 yards. And it was the young man in Pittsburgh that had more.
Exactly.
Splitting
time.
With a makeshift offensive line that we just
here we go now. Here we go with the offensive line.
Yards are actually
it's the truth.
I will say this.
You ain't throwing the passing yards for Pollard either, Mark.
Najee probably passed Tony Pollard on that rushing yards list Christmas Eve of 2022. If I'm being, that's probably when
Pollard is good on the backfield.
Yeah, he's definitely a better catching back.
Oh hell yeah,
and Pollard and Najee won't split in as much time as Pollard was with Zeke.
That is true.
Pollard didn't even
Tony
start.
Pollard literally
Najee
finished
got
one
dinged up.
start
We
behind
played 3 running backs
on
last
the
year.
rushing yard.
Let's see Pollard against 5-2 defense. Let's see his ass get that.
No, we'll get a real answer this year.
That's when you're gonna see CD Lamb eat their ass a
We'll
lot.
get a real answer.
We will see it on a 5-2 defense. We will see that. Yeah,
We'll
you
visit
do
this.
that then, okay.
We'll visit this same topic in about 17 weeks.
Yeah, that's a fact, yo.
Exactly.
We can settle it now because
But in
Tony
Dallas,
Pollard
in
didn't
Dallas,
have to deal
huh?
with. We can settle it now because Tony Pollard didn't have to deal with Mitchell Trubisky for 5 weeks. Because any team step on the field against Trubisky, I'm just gonna stack the box.
Oh, my man sounded like a
can't make a
Pittsburgh
read.
fan over there.
You stacking the
I'm
box?
just
Telling the truth.
the fact is the fact. That is what it is.
Preach on, brother.
But G, hey G, you say stack the box though?
Yeah, if you're going against Mitchell Trubisky, you're gonna put 8 in the box every time. I don't care what they come out in. I'm putting 8 in the box.
No question.
I will agree with that.
Because you trying to scare him. You're gonna scare him.
You gonna see?
Well, we'll see this year. It won't be no
I'll
excuse.
be scared. I see 8 in the box.
Trubisky gets scared when he put on the helmet. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't hard to terrorize.
Yeah.
God,
I see
trash
8. Well, I'm
you.
back. I'm going to shotgun. I see 8, man. I'm backing up, bro. No.
And he still won't make the right read. Still.
Yeah. In Dallas's defense, that Deuce Vaughn is going to be something special.
Hey man, y'all sound like y'all want to get on that Dallas bandwagon right now early.
God,
come on over here. We got room.
Boy, you can't give the Cowboys no credit, boy. I tell you.
Come on. Come on over here. Big D, boy, I can't wait for this year.
You can't give them Cowboys no credit.
I thought they deal your head to the Duke Street.
No, that's Big D right there, baby. That's no Duke. I'm gonna go get that tattoo.
Mitch Jones, go get your brother. Go get your brother, Mitch Jones. Mitch Jones, who you think gonna be in the live chat? Mitch Jones, who you think gonna be? Who's gonna have the biggest turnaround? I see. Steve said Baltimore. Philly G, who you got? Philly G, the biggest turnaround.
I already know she gonna say the Commanders.
It should be
low key host. Now that I think
yes,
about it,
yes, sir.
I think we might have to throw Houston in that mix too.
Yes, sir.
Already
Yes,
a pretty
sir.
darn good problem
Absolutely.
last year without a quarterback. So
absolutely,
having Stroud, Messi coming back from Alabama.
Yeah.
You know,
Tank
Tank Bell.
Absolutely.
Will Anderson ain't no joke either. So hey.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you on that, Mr. President.
I see them getting right down over
here.
Huh? You say who getting behind the Texans?
Yeah, I don't see them doing much this year, man.
What?
No, I think it's gonna be a long season for them.
I think they can finish second, maybe third, maybe second in that division.
Jacksonville runs that division, of course, but I mean, I see them maybe coming in second place.
No. I think the Colts gonna be better than what people think it's gonna be.
Not after what I saw in the preseason.
Nah, the Colts gonna be dead.
I don't know.
And with no JT,
I don't know.
and Michael Pittman got
Houston got a defensive minded coach. He gonna have them ready to play.
Hell yeah.
He gonna have them.
Yeah,
head coach now.
Them defensive head, once they become head coaches, it seems like they just lose a bit from the defense a little bit. Like they don't be in that room as much as they were when they was the DC.
I agree with Street.
You know what I mean?
I agree with Street. I agree with Street on that.
How Robert Saleh got his footprint all over the Jets defense. Y'all been watching Hard Knocks.
I ain't totally sold on the Jets.
That man is
like
in.
that.
They defense.
I'm just saying. You said.
I mean, not really. I mean, we'll see.
Tough, man.
Did they make the playoffs last year?
For the record, Deuce.
Did they make the playoffs last year?
Yeah.
This year.
No,
I don't think they did.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't make the playoffs.
Street.
They didn't have a quarterback.
Let Street say what he wants to say about the Jets, because the Jets do.
We got them second week.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
we got them. Yeah, let me
We
tell
play
you
the Jets
something.
too.
Aaron Rodgers ain't ready for Parsons.
Yeah, we ain't scared of the Jets now. We ain't scared of them now. No, right now.
Last time, y'all played them in New York.
Too. We'll see who got a better defense come the second week of the season.
Ooh, boy,
y'all played them in New York or Dallas.
Oh no, bro.
Well, I'd rather play him on the road. Tell you guys.
I would have played late. I would have played late than early.
Last time y'all went to New York and played the Jets, y'all lost.
That's okay. That was long. I remember that was a long time ago.
Sam Darnold. Y'all lost to Sam Darnold.
In a row.
That's okay. You know, they say those.
That was a sorry Jets too, huh?
Even a dog has a day. You know what I mean?
Ah.
Robbie Anderson.
3 times in a row, bro. 3
Robbie
times.
Anderson finally caught the pass that day.
You know, everybody play better against the Cowboys. We gotta expect that. You know, and they play better against us. They're gonna play their against their Super Bowl. A lot of these teams.
The Falcons.
You know what I mean?
Nah, bro. I don't see the
That's a
Falcons.
respectable pick.
Nah, they
The
got to go
Falcons
through New
might
Orleans.
do something, but I'm just saying, I ain't
Hell
sold their
no.
quarterback. I ain't sold
Nah,
the Falcons
bro.
quarterback.
They got to go through New Orleans. New Orleans runs that division, bro.
Hold
The
on, now.
Falcons is just a Saints,
They should
mini
run that
Saints
division,
team,
though.
you know what I'm saying?
What you say, G?
The Falcons is just a mini Saints team.
That's the
it
Saints
is.
division to lose. That's for damn sure. It's their
Carolina
division
too.
to
Not
lose.
letting Carolina slide either. It's just a mini Saints team.
Carolina haven't even signed Burns
It's
yet.
like
They
it's
tripping.
like Jacksonville and the Saints in the same kind of situation. It's our division to lose to the
Yep.
Yeah.
teams that we're
Yeah.
supposed to beat.
But Rock, your division, you got that on Smash, bro.
That's
I don't
almost
know,
like
man.
that's like New England was
Nah,
back in the
bro.
day when their division.
Nah.
That's how y'all are right now.
Jacksonville got that on Smash, man.
Hey, we gotta go out there and prove it.
There's a
We
question
only
for
beat
y'all.
Houston one time
How
out
many
of the
wins?
Yeah, that's true. Skino got a question for y'all, man. He says, how many wins Aaron Rodgers, A-Rod, can get for the Jets?
That's a good question. Let me see.
I'm pulling up their schedule.
Appreciate you, Skino, for that question to the panel.
They didn't go to the playoffs last year, so I think he'll at least get them in the playoffs.
Hey, Deuce. Hey. Hey, you.
My man.
Oh, so Joe.
Can't count out the
Hey, so
Titans.
good, man.
The Titans suck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they might make a
What's the
turnaround.
hold up with
The
that
Titans.
contract for 97, bro?
Yeah, they tripping with Bosa.
So with the Jets schedule, they got Buffalo at home, travel to Dallas,
That could be 0-2.
come back home to New England, come back home and play Kansas City, go to Denver, play Philly at home, bye week, go to the Giants, play the Chargers at home, go
Good
to
God, they got a tough
Vegas,
schedule.
go and play Buffalo,
You go to us, too.
play Miami at home, Atlanta at home, Houston at home, go to Miami, Washington at home, go to Cleveland, and New England.
Wow.
That's a
They
tough
got
schedule.
a tough
That is a
ass
tough schedule.
schedule.
That's a tough schedule. That's a tough schedule.
That's a tough schedule.
That's
Because they can
tough.
easily come out the gate 0-2. Easily.
But
I can see that.
that division makes it tough.
Maybe
for them.
3 if you're not careful.
The division
If you drop 2 to Buffalo and Dallas, New England ain't gonna be much easier because whatever
Absolutely.
worked against you the first 2 weeks, you bet Belichick's gonna do that and then some. So, if you do slip up, you can go 0-3.
And then it was the Eagles right after that, wasn't it?
Kansas City.
Kansas City, that's what it was, yeah.
That's gonna be a good
Good
game.
God.
And you also got to see number 98 in silver and black.
They could be,
yeah,
man, that'd be a
We're
W.
going to walk into the
Philly-
AFC.
You already know
Philly
that.
G.
They'll definitely win that.
Somebody.
I'm going to give them 10
we gotta
wins
get
this year.
We gotta
11
get
wins.
together. We got to get together for Philly G, and we got to help him out with his drug program because he's smoking right now, bro. We got to get together and help out Philly G, bro. 14.
I've seen Rodgers have some stinkers, man. I really have. With a defense in his ass, I've seen Rodgers have some stinkers. Hey, at this age,
At least he's modest. He's
ain't trying to get hit.
A low-scoring game.
What up, man? What up with you? Bush 1G.
Yo.
What's up with you, bro? What's up, man? Appreciate you watching,
Appreciate you
man.
tuning in.
No doubt.
how many wins y'all give the Jets? I give them 10 or 11.
The
Give them
Jets.
the playoff. Yeah, 11
I
and
give
6.
11-6.
I'm going
11-6.
between 10 and 12 wins.
Okay.
They'll fluctuate. 10
Yeah.
and
Yeah, 11 and 6.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Deuce on that. Even because we all seen
They
stars.
going 10-7.
We all
They
seen
might split with
star-studded
Miami.
teams,
Yeah.
but we all seen star-studded teams fall now. Just because they got some stars, don't mean that they're gonna have a successful season. We all
Yeah, I
seen
remember the
that.
Commanders went out there and got all them stars and lost.
Mm-hmm.
That offensive line isn't
Yeah, it needs some work.
That's what I'm saying. Max Crosby, him and Chandler Jones.
I mean, he gonna get.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Philly.
Makai Becton
They
assignment.
haven't beat
Huh?
y'all.
Does
That's
he play
very
on the
true.
other side, Mark?
That's facts.
Hmm?
Okay, I got you. I
He
thought
gonna
you
get
talking
the,
about 14 to know.
Makai
Okay,
Becton
I
assignment.
got you. What you say, Deuce?
Mark was talking about Max. I said him and Makai Becton are going to get that. That's going to be
Yeah.
the matchup for him.
If he can stay healthy, man, that dude stay hurt. He had a bad foot.
Max don't get hurt. And
No,
not
I'm
to
talking
mention,
about Becton from the
not to
Jets.
mention, my young
He's
man
a
out of
big
Texas
ass
Tech
dude.
bringing that heat, and Chandler Jones. Yeah, Aaron
Can
Rodgers
you-
gonna be uncomfortable when he
Can
comes
you
to Vegas.
protect
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers? That's the key.
Yeah,
now.
can you
Chandler
protect that?
Jones gonna be
I agree
there?
with you, Street. I agree with you,
Mhm.
Street. Can you protect Aaron Rodgers? That's going to be the
And
question.
he going up against two good defenses. The first line, at least two defensive lines. He
and I-
going up against.
And I
first two
guarantee
games.
you, bro, if that offensive line do not hold him up, he is going to whine like a baby.
Boy,
He's
Parsons gonna
going
make
to-
him he gonna have a long day against
He's
Parsons.
gonna
Boy,
Aaron Rodgers, he enjoying the New York life and going to the Knicks game and the Rangers game and smiling
US
and all
Open.
that. But when they start smashing him in the ground, when that offensive line, he's gonna go right back to what he was doing in Green Bay.
Hey, hold on. Can I
Yes, sir.
give my teams real quick?
Yes, sir.
So I got two.
Okay.
Two. The first one I've been talking about since free agency started, and it's the Detroit Lions. I think that they can win their division, honestly.
Okay.
You know, the free agent signings that they had. Cam Sutton from Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Got C.J. Gardner Johnson, David Montgomery, Alexander Zalone, and then you drafted Jahmyr Gibbs and guys like that. And then once Jamison Williams gets off his suspension, he's going to come back and play well for him. So, you know, depending on how Jared Goff plays, if they can, you know, keep Jared Goff up and he can, you know, be a shell of what he was when he, you know, ran to a Super Bowl, I think they're going to be tough. Now this one might shock some people, and I need a little help for this. GC, help me out, dog.
Who that?
Oh
Who
God!
that said they gonna beat them Saints? Come on.
I'm gonna be honest. Mark called me out on my fantasy football pick and picking up my backup quarterback in Derek Carr. But I really do believe that they're going to be tough. You got Michael Thomas coming off of an injury, you know, and I think he actually wants to play. I think
he got a lot to prove.
I think he has a quarterback he actually wants to play for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He went and got Foster Moreau, so they're loaded in the tight end room with Taysom, Foster, Jimmy Graham, Jawan Johnson. They're loaded.
All our players in the mark.
Jimmy Graham, come on, man. Let's don't get carried away.
Black and gold, bro.
I'm about 90 years old, man.
GC already know what time it is, bro.
He plays well.
GC already know what time it is this year.
They kept Jarvis Landry. They got the leading touchdown rusher, Jamal Williams, who what people don't understand about New Orleans is guys like that, the city is going to rally around. You know,
absolutely.
If you know anything about the Saints, and when you know it was Mark Ingram and AK, they love Mark because of how he played.
That's true.
He's a fan guy. The fans love him. He'll run through a wall for you. He'll get back up, run through it again. And that's the same guy Jamal is. You know, Jamal had people bringing him anime cards to camp. You know, to get an autograph. You know, people just kind of gravitate towards him. You know, but the biggest thing for me with them is their schedule. They don't play a tough schedule. They don't. The best quarterback they play is T-Rock's guy, and that's not a slight because Trevor Lawrence is a very good quarterback. But Tennessee, Carolina, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, New England, Houston, Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Chicago, Minnesota, bye week, Atlanta, Detroit, Carolina, the Giants, the Rams, Tampa Bay, Atlanta. They're not going to play a great quarterback, you know, and that's already with a very good defense. You know, they have a very good defense down there in New Orleans. And you're only giving Derek Carr some weapons, man. You're giving some guys to throw the ball to. You're giving some guys out of the backfield other than just, you know, Josh Jacobs. He got two backs, you know, and AK is coming off a suspension. He's going to be fresh and moving forward. And now you got two great backs. You got a Thunder. You got a Lightning. I think they're going to be hard to beat. I think they're a 12, 13 win team. You know,
Whoa, wait.
really do.
Let's don't carry away. The quarterback is Derek Carr now.
We're
Let's don't
gonna beat
get
him.
carried
We're
away.
gonna beat him.
Oh damn,
I mean, that
bro.
quarterback,
Baker's
Derek
gonna
Carr,
give
gonna
him
beat
trouble.
himself a couple weeks
The
out.
Baker's
same
not
Derek
gonna-
Carr that beat the
Let me
Cowboys.
say something to you, Mark.
Yes, that Derek Carr.
Tom Brady had a losing record against the Saints when he played down there. Tom Brady. And you ain't finna
Tom
sit
Brady,
here.
bro.
You're not finna sit on this show and speak sports blasphemy like Baker Mayfield's better than Tom Brady. Tom Brady at 57.5 was better than Baker Mayfield. Okay? So don't even start with that. Don't I'm not even gonna let you do that. No.
I'm
And then
gonna sit back because I like this. I like this right now. No, I'm
the
gonna just
best
I'm gonna
quarterback
bask
in
in
the
it.
league it's like I said, it's Trevor Lawrence. And he's got to come to New Orleans.
Thursday night.
I'll be shocked if they win 13 games. I'll fall out my chair
I
if the
wouldn't
Saints
be
win
shocked.
13
He said,
games.
I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised.
Don't be
Again,
shocked.
where is the
I will admit their schedule is soft. That is a
where's the
soft
Super
schedule.
Bowl this year, gentlemen?
The Super Bowl
It's in
is in
Las
Vegas.
Yeah, Sojo laughing at you, Deuce. You can't have that.
I'll be laughing at Sojo come 12 o'clock Sunday. So it don't, that Super Bowl is in Vegas. So what better story that Keegan Michael Key can write than to have Derek Carr go play a Super Bowl in the building he built and go win it in Vegas? I'm just saying. I'm just
poetic.
I'm just
It can
saying.
happen. But,
I mean,
dude,
No,
I'm not
that
disagreeing with what
is
he's
not
saying,
gonna
bro.
happen.
Just
I'm
he's
just,
not
I don't
gonna
know if
sit
it's
here and
gonna
act
happen or
like
not.
Baker Mayfield ain't gonna get him some trouble.
He not. He not.
He is. I'm telling you, man. Baker can give
I
Derek Carr
agree
some
though.
trouble.
Mark, please.
I agree.
We
They
skip
only
it.
gonna get they can get 13 wins.
And
New
if I
Orleans
ain't
can get
mistaken,
13 wins with their schedule.
I think Carolina knocked them off last year.
Yeah, they didn't have a good
Yeah,
quarterback.
we had Andy Dalton.
Quarterback.
It ain't hard to knock off Andy Dalton.
Ian Book and
I
shit.
can knock off
Ian
Andy Dalton
Book.
for the high school team.
Come on, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
Come on, bro.
I just
I ain't
ain't
telling you
sold
what I
on
heard.
that.
Straight telling you what I know.
Only thing that keep them from getting 13 wins is just their defense. They offense. I'm sold on their offense, but they defense, I ain't really sold on
Their
New Orleans
defense getting a little long in the tooth,
outside of
man.
No, they are getting older.
Okay, but
outside of Cam Jordan. That's
They
it.
are street. I agree with Street. They are getting a little
You
long.
forgot another quarterback that's
Devontae
gonna give
Taylor,
him trouble.
Marshawn, Tyrann Matthews.
yeah, like Alante was hurt last year. He came in. He guarded
Marshawn Lattimore,
Alante his
he
first
get the
week.
holding a lot.
Marcus
Yeah.
May.
Yeah, Marshawn do. Marshawn
Alante
little
Taylor
rough,
guarded
bro.
Devontae his first week. Hold him to
Yeah.
like
He got
1 or
no
2
respect
catches,
for
or maybe no
16.
catches. Huh?
Deuce's comment about the quarterbacks kind of got me because he slighted Baker. That's bad enough. And he also slighted my man 16 up in Detroit, man. Like Jared Goff ain't no soft either, man.
No, I just that was my first team, but he's not a top 10 quarterback.
And Baker ain't top 25.
Speaking
Jared
of
Goff ain't top 10.
No.
Speaking of Jared Goff, I'm glad you said that. So here's the pick. This is Thursday. Who you guys got? Lions versus the Chiefs. Queefs. I don't show them jokers no love. Whatever. But Thursday's going down, man. Thursday. Lions, first game of the season. Detroit Lions, Kansas City Chiefs. GC, who you got, man? You got Detroit or that other team?
I got the Chiefs by 10 probably, and whether Kelsey plays or not, the Chiefs are going to win that game.
Oh God, hypnotized.
I mean, name another quarterback who does more with less.
Derek Carr.
He has more now, not less. He doesn't have to deal with less anymore. He has more.
In the words of Eddie Murphy, give him a rope, he won't be a cowboy. Give him
Oh damn!
I mean, he asked. I gave him honest answer.
I mean, but he doesn't have to deal with less anymore now. He's in a better place.
Not weapons now.
Yeah, now I mean,
Lions take
all right,
game
crazy.
over the Wings. Let's go. All right, Rockstar Rock. Who you got, man? You got Kansas City or you got Detroit?
I'm gonna go with Detroit. I think Detroit gonna be ready to show the world that last year wasn't no fluke. What way to show the world and ruin their ring ceremony, and whatnot. They as far as for the Chiefs. Plus, there was a lot of speculation that the NFL wanted to keep the refs and whatnot wanted to keep them out of the playoffs last year. So I think Dan Campbell want to make sure that he silenced the critics this year. And
Yes,
what
sir.
a way to start off than knocking off the Chiefs.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rob. You know I do.
Because they're going to make sure they fully healthy the week they play us.
Damn right. Word. The Deuce. Who you got, brother?
How about those Lions? I'm going
My
to
man.
Detroit.
My man.
I think they walk in the Arrowhead, and I think they put on a performance. I think that defense comes alive. Shout out to James Houston. Not only is he an HBCU grad, he also went to Florida. Alex Anzalone, also a Florida Gator. CJ Gardner-Johnson. Y'all see where I'm going here. All Florida Gators, right?
Yep.
Ah,
Hold on. That's also two Saints. You know what I'm saying? Back to back.
I don't care about that. I gave you a whole segment, sir.
You did, but I'm just saying, I'm giving out more facts. That's what I've been doing the whole show. I'm just gonna keep giving out the facts. I'm saying.
Anyways, I'm going with Detroit, and plus Travis isn't supposed to play. Hyperextended his knee. That's not really something especially this early in the season, that you want to risk. They say his ACL is intact, but anytime you have to, go look at that ACL, it's usually something a little bit more serious. So I don't see him playing. And if I'm not mistaken, the Chiefs kind of usually start off a little rusty, and so I think that'll happen. I think they pull it out in a close one. I'm looking 24-21, something like that, 27-21.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Champ, who you got, Champ?
I'm rolling with Detroit. I bet on Detroit, you know what I mean? So I really don't. They don't need a win; they just need a cover. But I'm picking them to win straight out, also. So I just think that they're missing Chris Jones. They're missing their defensive tackle. Kelsey may not play. They say hyperextended his knee. I think that's just too many leaders off the field for him in the game, which they're going up against a high-scoring offense. You know what I'm saying? I think they was like the fifth scoring high scoring offense in the league, averaged like 27 points a game last year.
True. Very true.
So I mean, they can score with the best of them. Their problem was their defense, couldn't stop anybody really last year.
That's very true.
So I think that Chris Jones not being there makes Goff feel comfortable in the pocket, and I think he picks them apart because I really don't believe in Kansas City secondary like that. So if Detroit doesn't come out and beat themselves, I think they got a great chance to win this game. And I'm picking it to be 33-31, going with Detroit.
Street hit a lot of, not because I can't stand Kansas City, but he really hit some really key points on that. I hope you're right. Really hope you do. All right, Mr. President, I ain't going to go to you because I already know. So we're going to. Okay, go ahead. Come on, talk to me.
Hey, you remember last year when we were doing picks? I picked the team with a good barbecue over my own Raiders at one game in the season.
Wow, I know that was tough to do.
And we owe you 50 lashes for that, bro.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to win. Hey, for those of y'all who don't know, when we pick NFL games on the Real Sports Podcast, it's a competition.
It is a competition.
I won more weeks than anybody else last year, so I did what I had to do.
You did the best record. That is very true, sir. That is very true. Street won the last one.
He did it because he was a fan. Don't be fooled.
I will never, ever claim to be a fan of that team. I will root for the team that Deuce roots for before I root for that team.
They say that never.
You don't like winning.
He old closet Pittsburgh fan anyway.
Yeah.
Just like he said, the logo. We post, man.
But no, I agree with everything Street said. Losing Chris Jones and not having Travis Kelce is huge. But the other thing that I look at for this team is, history shows if you want a dominant offensive tackle, You go to the 405. You go to the University of Oklahoma. Kansas City had one in Orlando Brown, and they let them walk. So I think their offensive line might be a little weak. I want to see how they get tested. They got to go up against my guy Malcolm Rodriguez, number 44 from Barry Sanders University, and they also got to go up against Aiden Hutchinson as well. So I'm kind of looking more so for Detroit's defense to have a coming out party this year and kind of be the missing piece that gets them to the playoffs. And I think it could start in week 1. But all 30 NFL teams, well, 31 if you include my Raiders, we're on a mission this year. We cannot, and I mean we cannot let this team from the place of barbecue heaven win the Super Bowl this year. If they win a Super Bowl in Allegiant Stadium, bro, tear the stadium down, go back to the Coliseum in Oakland. Allegiant Stadium will forever be cursed. We cannot let that happen. I don't care if it's Pittsburgh. I don't care if it's Saints. Hell, I don't even care if it's Wall Street's Cowboys. Somebody other than that team with good barbecue has to win that Lombardi this year in February.
Is that
Jimmy
where
G,
the A's
I'm
play?
hoping it's you.
Yeah.
Is that where the A's play? So they go back to Oakland.
I mean, that's where the A's play right now. They ain't gonna be there too much longer.
I'm just saying, if the Chiefs happen to win the Super Bowl in Vegas, they own that franchise forever.
There ain't no coming back from that, bro. Like,
There's
it
nothing
ain't
you can
even no
do.
point in lighting Al Davis Memorial torch anymore. Like, just
Oh damn. Well, I don't even need to pick. I don't even pick. I ain't studying cheap. I ain't studying. I ain't studying. But you guys made some good points. You made some real good points. I think Detroit, man, is going to be a team that's going to definitely earn us as NFL fans some respect. I mean, they got my respect last year, but they definitely, with the talent that they have and the direction that they're going, man, they're going to definitely really going to get some more respect from more people or more fans out here in the NFL. Hats off to Detroit, man. I'm glad an underdog team like that is really starting to get their mojo and get rolling. So they beat. This is a serious momentum booster. Like Rock said, to knock off the champs on ring night. To knock them off right there in Kansas City. That'll be great. That'll be great for me. Yeah, that'll be great.
So Duke, I guess no parlay Thursday night, huh?
Huh?
I was talking to Duke. I said I guess no parlay Thursday night.
Nah. All right, man. Well, the pick is in. GC the only one that picked those bad guys. Everybody else rolling with the Detroit Lions. All right, so we will see.
I'll see y'all back here when the Chiefs win. You know what I'm saying?
I hope not. All right, ladies and gentlemen, end of the show, man. You know what time it is. Of some trivia here. End of the show. We got some trivia here. We got the champ, the undisputed champion, Mr. Two Belt. We got Wall Street.
Yes.
Versus the Deuce. Wall Street is looking to keep his dominance and break that record by the longest reigning NBA trivia champion is Jay on the track. Matter of fact. Jay on the track. So he's on the quest for that. And Deuce is on the quest of knocking off, dethroning the champ tonight, man. This is NBA trivia. 7 questions I will ask. 777. We have the most out of the 7. We'll walk away with that coveted NBA trivia championship belt. Who's gonna walk away with it? All right, man. Before I hit this thing, who you got? G, you got your brother. You got your brother in the 985, the challenger, or you got the champ. Which one you got?
I've been rolling with Rock a lot lately, but I feel like I've been doing it a little too much. So I'm gonna go the Deuce is loose.
The Deuce is loose, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. All right.
Never
Last
change
time,
up when you
man.
got your money on a hot number, man. Don't change it up cheap.
Hey man, Deuce was this close, man. He was up 3-1, man. He was on. He was on. Rockstar Rock, former NBA trivia champion self, man. Who you got? You got the champ or you got the Deuce?
I'm going to champ because I'm trying to be the one to knock him off. I came so close. So close. Anytime I got a title, I gotta go up against him and lose who I want. Nah, Rocket. Keep them belts till I come around, so I can be the one to
That's a bit.
Y'all hear it in my voice. I'm serious.
I can hear it. I can definitely hear it. All right, Mr. President, who you get the tiebreaker?
So the tiebreaker is simple. One of these men respects Derek Carr, and the other one doesn't. I'm going with the man that respects Derek Carr, and my main man Deuce.
You gonna be petty
All
like
right.
that, Bart?
Going for the underdog.
Yeah.
Going for the Deuce.
You already know.
That's
All right,
right,
Deuce.
baby.
All right, here we go, man. Champ, you already know how this goes. You get to go first, man. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Who was the first and only NBA player in NBA history to score 40 points in a game at the age of 40? First and only.
The first and only. I could have swore. I know it's not this. The first and only player in NBA history to score 40 points in a game at the age of 40. MJ.
MJ it is.
Oh, okay. There we go.
MJ it is.
I can't believe he was the first one to do it, though.
Yeah. Washington Wizards.
Yeah, but I thought it might one of the old heads might have done it.
No. All right, Deuce. Champ is on the board. All right, Deuce. Here we go, Deuce. Who hit an NBA record 12 3-pointers in a playoff game in 2021?
I don't want to overthink it. So I'm just go and say Steph Curry.
No.
Yeah, it's usually how that works.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with his road dog Clay.
No.
Oh,
Damian Lillard.
Damian. Okay.
It will be
Okay.
a
Yeah, nobody was getting that because they said playoffs.
Yeah, that threw me off right there with Damian in the playoff.
All right, Deuce. Here we go, Deuce. What country did Manu Ginobili play for?
Argentina.
Argentina it is. Got a tie game here. All righty. All right, champ. Here we go. How many teams did Carmelo Anthony play for?
Are you kidding me? All right, let me see. I think it was 4.
You think, or is that your answer?
Yeah, that's my answer.
4? No.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Deuce.
I'm gonna go 5.
No.
6.
6.
Damn it.
OKC and Houston.
Portland. I forgot about Portland.
Yeah, OKC and
And
Houston.
Houston. I forgot about Houston too.
He came to the Nugget when I was working. He was playing for Houston. Man.
I forgot Houston and I forgot much about Portland.
All right. Who was that on? It's on
Yeah.
Streets. I'm gonna use Streets. Here we go. Which NBA team won 27 consecutive games in a single season in 2013? The second longest streak in history.
I think it was the Houston Rockets.
No.
Fuck. Oh, I should have known who this was.
In 2013, I'm gonna have to go with the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat it is.
Oh,
I didn't look at the
Here comes
date.
Deuce.
And I should have known when it said the second in history.
Here comes the Deuce.
Mm.
Here it comes. All right, man. 2 left. Two left. Got to get this one straight. Stay up in there now. Who are the only teammates in NBA Finals history to score 40-plus points in the same game?
That was Kyrie and Braun.
That is correct, sir. We have us a tie game. This is okay. This is trivia, baby. This is what it's about. There we go. All right. Deuce. Here we go. What player's silhouette is on the NBA logo?
Jerry West.
Jerry West it is. All right, so he's a champ, so you got the last one. So he got it. You get this wrong, Deuce becomes the new champ. All right, you ready, Street?
Yes, sir.
It's a pressure right here. Which NBA player won back-to-back? I said that wrong. Dunk contest in 2000.
I have no idea. I don't even watch the dunk contest. I don't even. Let me see. Who in 2015 and 16? What's that little kid name? He might have been out of the league at that time.
That little kid.
Oh my God, 15 and 16. Fucking dunk contest. I don't watch the dunk contest. Host. What's my man name? Damn, I can't think of his name. The little fella jumped over Dwight Howard. That's what I'm gonna go with. Shit, what is his name? I can't think of the little fucking name. I give up, host. I can't think of his name. I ain't gonna waste your time.
Nate Robinson?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to name.
But no. Look like we have a new.
It might be the kid from
tribute.
Chicago. Who was it? The
I
kid
think it
from
was
Chicago?
Eric Gordon, huh?
No.
No, Aaron
What?
Gordon got robbed.
All right, let's say the kid from Chicago.
Zach
Damn.
LaVine.
Yeah, Aaron
Zach
Gordon
LaVine.
should have won it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was LaVine
Yeah.
that one.
All right.
Gordon should have won in
Come on, man.
18 for sure.
3-2.
Hey, man. I don't even watch the
Now I
dunk
got-
contest, man.
And I gotta go get the title from him, and we
Yeah.
gotta do this again on another team.
I'm disgusted with myself. Good game, Deuce.
Appreciate it. I owed you one. I owed
Yeah.
you.
I didn't hold my title for too long. Oh my God. Yeah, that was good one, man.
We got you, man.
Oh my God. That is hilarious.
Listen to the Deuce, man.
Damn it. Good
The
game,
Deuce
Playboy.
is a two-time NBA trivia champion. The
The Deuce is loose.
The
I might have
Deuce
to get you
is
that,
loose.
I had to get you that OJ jersey. Go put Deuce on the back. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want that at all. I don't want nothing to do with OJ.
It's hilarious.
Nothing to do with Hornthal James.
Oh Lord, my own sister's taking shots.
That was one of the greatest contests. Oh man.
It was.
Congratulations.
It was great, man. He still got robbed.
Appreciate it,
Crazy.
Can't believe it. That damn dunk contest.
They got you, bro. They
I
got you.
watched that years ago.
Yeah, you gotta start watching some tape now, boy. Oh man, good gracious. Oh, all right, man. Well, Deuce, two-time NBA trivia champion. Congratulations to the Deuce. Congratulations to the Deuce, man, for a well-fought battle there. Shout out, I gotta shout out, man. Gotta shout out Street Man, third man to become the undisputed champion. That's something hard to do right there, man.
Yeah.
Street was on a big old streak there, man.
I'll be back, host. I'll be back.
I know it, baby. I know it.
Hulk Hogan.
You got Rockstar Rock up there. He waiting in like Sting in the rap.
Chomping at the bit up there.
Yeah, he's waiting on you, man. All right, man. That's our show for today, man. As always, man, we want to thank you for watching another episode of Sports to Talk About, man. Please remember to give us a thumbs up. And if this is your first time watching us, please hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell for all notifications, man. Join the Real Sports family. Join the Real Sports family, man. Because you belong. You, the audience, you belong right here with us on the Real Sports Podcast. Get that thumbs up for us. Mr. President.
Hey, man.
Take it as that.
I picked the correct person to win NBA Trivia tonight, and the one question he got wrong involved a Raiders fan. Boy, it's a great day to be Mark. We appreciate y'all for coming through. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and come on back and hang out with us on Saturday. We officially kick off the NFL season with our favorite segments. Time to make some picks. I got to defend my title. Come on through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No doubt. Y'all heard Mr. President. Got to defend his title. Man. Real quick, man, we want to say, on behalf of the Real Sports Podcast, man, we want to say happy birthday to the Deuce.
Happy birthday,
Deuce. The Deuce, man.
Appreciate that,
Birthday,
man.
dog.
Yeah,
What
man.
better of a day for football to start on than my birthday, right?
I know, right? That's the best.
Another great day to be.
Yes, sir, man. So, on behalf of everybody, man, our dear brother Deuce, enjoy your birthday, brother. Enjoy your birthday. That is your day, bro. No doubt. All the love for the 985. Our brother Deuce.
Big
Birthday.
985 this weekend.
That's a bad.
Another trip around the sun.
All right, like Mr. President say, man, won't you come on back? Mr. President, like he said, man, come on back, man. We got, of course, we got a hell of a show, man. We got a hell of a show for you guys Saturday as we open up the 2023 NFL season with the very first Real to Sports Podcast prediction show. As the podcast panel will predict the winners and the losers of week 1. And also, man, you the audience this year can chime in, give us your picks as well, live in the live chat, man. You guys can give us your picks as well. We got a new championship belt coming. Ooh, we got a new championship belt coming. We got a whole lot of new stuff coming for you guys this Saturday, man. It will be revealed next Tuesday on Sports to Talk About, man. So Saturday at 1 p.m. It might be 1:15-ish. My son got a T-ball game. I didn't go to that. So we should be on by 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, we're gonna get this thing going, man. So we got a very good show for you guys this Saturday right here on the Real to Sports Podcast. And we are ready for you guys, and we are ready for the NFL season, man. We're gonna get on up out of here because I'm hungry. I ain't ate nothing and I'm hungry. Sunday, football. We got Rockstar Rock. Yes, sir. We got Rockstar Rock. We got the president.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We got Streets.
What's going on? Good game,
yes,
Deuce.
sir. Yes, sir. 504, the flyest man in the land. You already know, baby.
Man.
Yes, sir. Let's get that 504 real quick, baby. Get to him one time, baby. My man, man. And the new champ, the Deuce. Birthday guy, man. The birthday guy, 985. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
985.
Shout out to the
985 come Saturday, just so you know.
Let's go, baby. All right, man. So we'll see you guys Saturday, 1 o'clock Eastern time, right here on the Real Sports Podcast. It is the prediction show. We got a whole lot of new for you guys. So again, happy birthday to the Deuce and everybody around the world. Be safe and stay safe. We out.